Yo, today I wanted to talk about trusting yourself more. You know, I think at times in life we may hit some rough patches, and we got big decisions to make and big questions to try and find the answers to, right? And when we get stuck, sometimes we try to ask everyone around us for the answers. Like, if you was in my shoes, like, what would you do? What would you do? What would you do? And I'm not saying that's like entirely bad, right? Like, because the intention, I know you're just trying to get like outside perspectives, whatever, but it could be very detrimental because only you have the answers for you. And instead of asking everybody outside of you what you should do, because they're not really in your shoes, you know? They can kind of try and put themselves in your position, but they won't actually be in your position. So who knows how they would respond or act to whatever questions that you're asking them, you know? And y'all have different perceptions on life, etc. There's a lot of different factors that go into it. But you gotta learn to trust yourself to find the answers, because it's your life. So if you don't even trust yourself to have the answers to your own life, it's like, how could anybody else kind of help you? Or you'll just be living on, you'll just be living for them essentially, because you're not taking your own advice. You're taking their advice from what they would do, but it's your life. You the driver. You feel me? The passenger could tell you where to go or where to turn or whoop, 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 but at the end of the day, like, it's on you to drive the car where it needs to go. And you should rely on yourself for directions instead of always having to rely on others to give you directions. I feel like, it starts with just giving yourself grace and making sure that you do the things that you say you're gonna do. That start with trusting, Sometimes we think that because people may be in certain positions that they may have the answers for us. But still, like I was saying earlier, you need to rely on yourself for the answers. The people have the answers for themselves, but you have the answers for you. And you have to trust that, Go within, meditate on whatever question, talk to God, talk to yourself, and kind of just create space for the answers to come in. Feel me? I felt like, a couple months ago, I was trying to figure out the answers to these questions, and I kept asking people in my family, like, what would you do? What would you do? And that shit never really got me anywhere, because at the end of the day, like, I have to make the decision. So it's just like, I just asked everybody what they would do, but still, like, I felt like I didn't have a clear enough answer about what I should do. And that's because I was trying to essentially have somebody outside of me make the decision for me. What would you do? Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. But nah, you see that you just keep running around in circles when you do that. You feel me? So you just need to go within and ask yourself what it is that, you need to do. So trust yourself more, man. Trust yourself more. I know we trust, it seems like we may trust everybody outside of ourselves except, you know, ourselves. We trust what the teachers say, what the, you know, whatever say, what the whoop-de-whoop say. But it's like, you gotta trust yourself like you trust the people most in your circle type shit, you know? So, yeah, that's it, man. Trust yourself. You got all the answers. I'm not saying it's bad to go bounce ideas off of people and shit, but at the end of the day, you know what decision you need to make. You just gotta be clear enough and honest to like accept it, you know? Like, I know you've had feelings about people where you like, I don't know, but I'm just not really fucking with that person. Energetically, whatever. And it was just a feeling. You may not have known why or whoop-de-whoop right in that instance, but you trusted yourself to trust that feeling to be like, I don't think I need to be around this person. So just learn to get more in tune with yourself and spend some more time with yourself, because the more that you spend time with yourself, the more you learn about yourself, and the more you'll be able to understand your body and mind. That way, when your body and mind is giving you signals about things, you know what to trust. You feel me? You can be able to read the signals that it's giving you by like, yeah. So that's it, bro. Trust yourself. Give yourself some more grace. Love, peace.